What's going on, everybody? Today we are back in the shop working on Project Third Gen. We're going to be installing QA1's new DD533 coilover for the back of the Third Gen Camaro. So I don't remember my old part number, but I'm running the old level 3 handling kit. This is their new coilover. It's a shorter body. I'll bring you in and show you the old one when we get them pulled out and everything. Shorter body. It's just a better setup, especially if you're running the 10-inch spring. The old kit ran a 12-inch spring, and I just couldn't get this thing down low enough. So we ended up working with QA1, switching to a 10-inch spring, and the coilover was just a little bit too long, the body of it. It still works out great. I just didn't have a whole lot of room here. Talked to the techs. They said everything operates within spec, good to go. But when they designed their new kit, they went with a shorter body coilover to eliminate that problem, and the kit comes with a 10-inch spring now. So that was really cool working with them and getting that design in the new level 3 handling kit. So we're going to be doing this. What this kit, these coilovers come with, I mean, if you're ordering the level 3 kit, you're going to be getting all this stuff anyways. This is the new mounting hardware for up top and down low. I'll show you the differences between the new stuff and the old stuff. We got new top hats. So the ones that normally come with it are this open style that slide through like this. They sent me the new and approved top hats that are a captured style. So this is gonna have to come apart. This will go on. We have thrust bearing and washers that go in there for that, make that all fancy. This kit also came with red anodized, but the new one came with black. So I think we're gonna keep it all black. Another big difference between this and the old, like I said, when I get it out, I'll show you guys the differences and why this is more gooder. But these have set screws instead of a double collar or a lock nut. That lock nut on the old one ended up getting too tight down here when you would lower it too much, and it would bind and mar it up and just cause the spring to jump in the seat. Which I didn't really have any of those problems because I just set my ride height as low as I could go without having any issues, because obviously we race this car. That's all I do in it. I don't really drive it on the street that much. So yeah, let's get in there, get the old stuff out, get it on the table, show you the differences, get the new stuff in, because we got a track day this weekend, and we need to get it ready. So. Going into the old parts room, I want to pick out our QA1 stuff we have here on deck for today's project. Some collars. We got all of our rear coilovers here. We got coilover bodies. Boom. And we already got springs. Let's do this. Load of tools here. Bring in and show you where we're at and what we got going. So all the factory stuff, or all the, I bring in, show you exactly what we're pulling out. So old upper mounts, coilovers, lower mounts. What I was saying is why this is in the car, so you guys can see. Obviously, you can see all these marks on this locking ring. I had the coilover lower, and like I said, it would contact this, because obviously when you come up, this rolls up. So this is as low as I could go with the 10-inch spring and the setup that they got. So this one I should be able to go, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 more threads lower with that removal of the locking ring. And yeah, and then the body is shorter, so I have more headroom up top for that compression. Because what was happening is with this 10-inch spring, I still had 2 inches at the top, which is what they say the coilover will operate in. But we're just, you know, it's better with this shorter, because then this is shorter. You got 4 inches of operating room, and then we can party more. All right, so we had to drop it down. We got Dexter, come on in here, check it out. So we got the 2 upper mount bolts right there, and then right on one on that side as well. We gotta pull these bad boys off. There goes the coilovers. Doop doop. Perfect. So we'll get down there, get the rest of that stuff pulled off, and then we can get the coilovers out. View, or can you just see the axle?
I mean, I can see.
I mean, you watch TV shows. What do you like the best?
I don't know.
You're literally getting to live the TV show right now. Like, you are the TV show. All right, ready?
Yep.
All right, so we got a top mount off. We're going to work on this bottom mount right here. Easy peasy, just like that. Pull that bolt out, we'll pull this bad boy down, and we got our first coilover out. We are in business. She's in there, she's tight. I'm gonna have to get a little persuasion stick. All right. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna fish this back. Probably should have took the wheel off. Actually. Okay. It's like Tetris.
Go out the back door.
Yeah, out the back door. Alright, there we go. Like I said, when we get coilovers out, I'll show you guys the biggest difference of it. So we're looking body to body. I was guessing. Actually, it wasn't a guess. I knew. I talked to the project engineer. So it's an inch shorter of the body. So that's going to give me that extra inch up on top. So it's going to be almost 3.5 inches that we're going to have for that shock to do its job, that coilover to do its job. The other big difference, old mount is just this triangle here, which, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. New mount, it's got this little, what do you want to call it, wishbone to it. I'll bring you over to the car and show you the purpose of that. So when I put those in the first time, when you tighten them up, they try to spin and do weird stuff. I had to have someone hold it down here. These new ones are it's gonna spin, it's gonna sit there on that old spring perch to hold it right where it needs to go. We have our double lock ring like I showed you with the thrust washer. I will be reusing my thrust washer and bearings on this. And then we have this top hat. So old style, spring comes under, loses its load, right? So it's not under compression anymore. This cap sits in there. I never had a problem with it falling out or doing anything weird, but it is loose in there. This new style, you pull the top off, this goes in, and this will stay in, and it'll be able to be captured on that spring still. It'll be able to move freely on that instead of just sliding over with the C style. So that's pretty cool that they changed that. The top's gonna have a thrust washer as well, thrust bearing and washers. That'll go together, washer, bearing, washer, boom on top. So to get this apart, I am reusing my springs, and they're only a season old. I am running 10-inch, 250-pound springs. That is what the kit comes with. If you're going for the level 3 handling kit, that is what we found to run the best on the car. So, all right. So, like I said, we got the old thrust bearing and washers. I'm going to clean those up and go ahead and anti-seize those when we're getting the coilover built. One thing I did do between the old one and the new one is I went ahead and just counted my rings on the collar for ride height. I'm gonna go ahead and set it at the same height because 15 rings to the bottom of the lock ring on that and 15 rings to the bottom of this new lock ring will be about 2 different. So we should get the back hopefully exactly where it needs to sit because I was still a little bit higher in the back. So I'm hoping we can get it exactly flat. So we'll go ahead, that's marked out. I can anti-seize that, anti-seize this old thrust bearing, and then we're all juiced up and ready to go. Stuff sticks around pretty good. I did this, I don't know, almost 3 years ago now, and these are all still in really good shape. I don't know if they suggest pulling them out and redoing them, but just sauced it up and roll them all around. Make that sandwich. Boom. And same thing with this. I don't get crazy. I'm only gonna put it on the spot where it's gonna go. And then that's why I like having a rough idea where they're gonna sit. I'll put a little on there and then I'll run the collar down onto it and then you don't have to worry about it. And then you don't have junk all over the entire shaft. Because here, I'll bring you over here and show you the old one. So like same thing. I mean, this has been on the car for 3 years. It's pretty dirty, but if we, I mean, there you go. Break the lock ring, and it still spins freely. We'll get this bad boy cleaned up. I think these are going on 4. All right, so spin this down. I'll clean the excess. I got my Sharpie mark for our ride height, which is right there. I'm gonna take our thrust bearing and washers. It's gonna go like that. We got our spring off. We'll give it a quick wipe down so everything's pretty when we install it. Then I'm gonna put the top collar on. I got to do that bearing as well. Boom. Boom. I got to anti-seize that bad boy, and then we'll put it all back together, and I'll show you one built out, brand new double adjustable coilover. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this bad boy opened up, and then we'll get it, the top pulled off. I absolutely hate doing this, but I know it's okay. So we're gonna go ahead and throw this bad boy in the old vise, give it a clampy clamp.
Custom soft vise.
Yes, custom soft bite. Boom. I'll leave that bad boy. Okay. Take off the O-ring and the nut. Stack these right there. Switch sides of the table. We got. Well, I got the two coilovers built out. I went ahead and just snugged this up. We'll torque those when they get into place. That way we can get them in. Kind of something new that I just honestly thought of just this time. Instead of having to go back and look at the directions for my torque spec, I'm just going to write in Sharpie on the nuts. So 75 foot-pounds. The top is 72 foot-pounds. So I'm just going to write on those. I can wipe it off if I wanted to. I'm not going to be worried about it at all, though, to be honest with you. Then I can set my wrench up and I don't have to go back and look at the paperwork, go back in. So the plan is, being that these coilovers are shorter, we're going to go ahead, we're going to get the bottoms on, and then I'm going to grab the old jacks. We're going to jack up the rear end until I can get the top of the mount in up top. We're going to go ahead and clean that too before we go and put it in. Then I'll get a ladder, put the top nuts on, drop the car down, give it the old 72 foot-pounds, and then we'll tighten down all the bottom stuff, make sure everything's good to go. Got one coilover bottom on. So this is the new bottom bracket. It is a two-piece bracket. What I had to do is we got the bottom on, we tightened the bottom, then we got the top on and just snugged it up. When we had it tight, it ended up rolling back and binding our bolt. I couldn't get the coilover in, so we just left that one snug, and then I came in behind after we got the coilover in, tightened that up. In the directions it does say this gold slender nut is going to be on that inside to give you that clearance on the control arm. We got this side on loosey-goosey. We're going to go ahead, get this snugged up, get the other coilover in, and then we'll use these here jacks to push the coilovers up. Like I said, I'll get the top nut on, drop it all down, final tighten everything, torque everything, check our ride height. So this, like I showed you guys on that old one, there's way more room between clearance on here and lowering this. So I had these preset at 15 when I had the other car at. I just lowered this down to 12. So I'm hoping the back will be probably another inch lower and we'll have that nice flat ride height that look really good. Right now it has a little bit of rake in it, but we could even go down a couple more before we get into this collar. So these new lower mount designs are definitely good for going low. Jacked it up, got the bolts through. I'm going to climb up there on that OSHA certified ladder by standing on the top and get the washers bolts on. Then we'll go ahead and lower the car and tighten those down to the desired 72 foot-pounds. All right, so I got the top bolts up top. Cars drop down to on the mount. Go ahead and give her the old Christmas torque. 72 foot-pounds. Perfect. Look at that. It's two ugga-lugs with this and one not bad. Like I told you, I would bring in, we dropped the car. It is on the ground. It's 15 rings on the driver's side, which is roughly the same height. It's the same height that I had with the old coilover setup. So we're at 27. I went 12 rings on this side just for that. Let's see what it looks like. And call it 26 and a half. Get straight. So let's go ahead and drop it down to like, I don't know, 10 on both sides and see how close we are. When I measured the front was at 26. So if the fender wells are the same height, the radius top, then 26 should be our magic number, and we should be sitting perfectly flat for the first time. So let's go get it back up, adjust the rings. If it looks good, we'll tighten the lock nuts, torque everything, and we're done. All right, bring you back in here. So we went ahead, lowered down to 10 rings, put our set pin in. We're gonna set our compression and our rebound. So we're gonna set our compression, what I had my single adjustable set at. So we're gonna go to 6 on this, and they say 2 to 3 stiffer on the rebound. So we'll do 8. We'll do 8 on the rebound, and we'll use that as our base setting. And then we'll be able to go out, take it down the road, see how it is. I'm sure it's going to be fine. And then when we're out on the track on Monday, we can twist these up and make it better, or see how our base setting is. So we're going to do our base setting, set up on both of those bad boys, and then we're going to take it out for test drive because it's beautiful. I just came back from first drive. Car felt great. Definitely felt a little tighter. So we'll see. I'm going to go up, I think, 2 more clicks on everything just to see. Start off a little stiff, and then if I need to back it down, we'll see how it does. Being with these new double adjustables, we'll see. Obviously, it's going to be different than the single adjustables. So I think I'm going to go up 2 more clicks on both. And like I said, when I hit the track, if I need to go down 2 clicks, I'll go down 2 clicks. If it's just right, it'll be just right. We'll see. New suspension, see how the car does. I'm super excited about it though. So let's get it in, make sure everything's good to go, do a final walkover on it, and then be done. All right, another great day working on the 3rd Gen. I'm super excited about these upgrades. Like I said, so today we installed new double adjustable coilovers, the updated upper and lower coilover mounts. And it's just, I'm so impressed with QA1 and everything that they've done, especially for these 3rd Gens. If you're looking for suspension for a 3rd Gen, go look at my other videos. I am running a level 3 handling kit. They updated that entire kit. I'll put a link to their new kit on the description of this video. Old kit, absolutely amazing. New kit, even better. So they just keep outdoing themselves. I'm really impressed with QA1 level of customer service and just the product that they are pushing out. So we got, like I said, all the stuff out back done. Took it for that test drive. Car did great. We're racing it in 2 days. I'll definitely be making videos on race day and then dialing in these new double adjustables. This is new to me. So I have a ton more coming up front. We have their new PromoStar coilovers that I'm going to be installing. I have their new camber caster plates, which I'm excited about because we should be able to get a little more camber. I'm running right about 2 degrees negative camber right now. We're going to give it even more. So help with that autocross racing. Hopefully get this car even faster before we do motor and training. So appreciate y'all watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Got more stuff coming your way. Like I said, more 3rd Gen stuff. We got to finish that Oldsmobile. We got the Ford. Got a bunch. So thanks for watching. Talk to you next time.